technical difficulties out of our control. As EDN's top line, Perot, House, Salmon, Cooper up against Thompson, Quenville, and Fedora. As Cook Timechuck gets it behind the net. As his partner is Delaquina, who gets the puck and off the wall. Oh, penalty is Mikko Lemoy. 2 minutes for interference. Going to the sin bin. Putting Manitoba on the power play. As we got Manitoba's record of 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Eastern Door, no wins so far. 3 losses and a tie. As ripped down the ice by number 22, Ethan Roy. Behind the net is number 16, Aiden Collins, who's dancing around. Moves the puck up, and here's 14, Mickey Thompson. Hemelin walks in, back to Hemelin again, fires it wide. There's number 27, Rollison, off to Langen. He takes out Jackson. In the corner is number 14, Mickey Thompson. Over to Rollison, back to Collins. Rollison with the shot, that's blocked as that's cleared out of the zone by number 27 for EDN. Manitoba on the power play with 40. Oh! That was a costly penalty. Takes Manitoba off the power play, and down goes I can't see what number that is, but that was a vicious hit as the refs are discussing it. As slow to get up as oh, he's woozy. That's the chance. As he got blindsided by Manitoba player. As LeChance goes down, he's from Kinawaki. He played his hockey for the Suroid Express. Talking to coaches earlier with Eastern Door, they want to get quick puck pressure early and control the play. That looks like a major penalty as number 28, Trace Langdon's getting the gate here for hitting from behind, looks like. As 5-minute major, as the EDN's going to go on the power play, but we're going to go for 4-on-4 action here for 46 seconds, and then Eastern Door will have a 4-minute, 10-second power play as coach from Manitoba, Ryan Parsons, is asking for an explanation as manager Kevin Monkman out down on the bench as well this game. As EDN's face-off is Trapper, Mark, and Picard out there. Although it looks like Perot is. Jackson pinches in, and that's wide to number 8, Clark. Hubert Clark. as Jackson comes back, and on the forecheck is number 17. He fishes out to Hubert Clark, who buries that shot on a great feed from number 17, Mitchell Thompson, as Stacy Pryor is beaten short stick side by Hubert Clark. 15-11 gone in the first period. Shane Gottfredson, your play-by-play guy here, as Manitoba wanted a quick, talking to the coach, he said we need to find our game, and they found the back of the net on that one as Trace Langdon gets a 5-minute major for head contact as number 5, LaChance, got hit hard. Here's number 12, Dyke, walks in wide as Eastern Door North, they're looking at trying to come back here on the power play as they've got a 4-minute major power play, as here comes number 22, Ethan Roy, as he loses the puck. And back is Eastern Door as they bring it back to the line and way back, and Perreault's going to go as he brings it up to number 6 for EDN, which is Jeremy Picard, as he hung on that puck a little too long, as offside. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in this 5-minute major. When you get a 5-minute major, if you don't know, they can score as many times as you want on this power play. That's why they call it a major, as Eastern Door North, their coach was saying they wanted to have good puck control and talked a lot about playing a full 60 minutes of hockey, and they've got a full 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on this power play. As here they come the other way, which is House Sam dancing around as he walks in and drops it, as Eastern Door missed that puck. That was defenseman over there, number 18, Simeon, as that puck's chipped off of number 14, Mickey Thompson's stick, as Eastern Door just used to take advantage of this big ice surface here. As Lemoy's out there, the pride of Lytton, hitting the Capum as he walks in with some fancy moves, as he gets that back to Perreault, over to Jackson, as Jackson rims it around behind the net. Quick play, puck's loose, and Moose Tail covers that puck up, as 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the major, as we've got a last game in the preliminaries here between Eastern Door the North and Manitoba, as Eastern Door's moving the puck around the perimeter. Lots of time here, 1:50 left in this power play. Jackson gets a long shot on goal, turned aside by Moose Tail. Lemoy walking around, and that puck's dangerously chipped away by Jackson, as Eastern Door a little bit too casual on the power play, as Lemoy's checked hard by Carter Haney, and that's ripped over to number 24, Samuel Trapper, and Mikko Lemoy from it, the Captain Nation, British Columbia product, living out east. And he walks in with a highlight reel goal and a power play goal as Mikko Lemoy walks in and scores Eastern Door North's first goal of the game. A little toe drag move at the line, and he got a lot of wood on that shot, and he beat Moosetail clean. As Eastern Door power play, as Perot, Cooper, and House Sam out there for the last minute of this power play as McCallum and Sage Sutherland out there, as number 7 Lafournier is killing some penalty time, and the linesman was nailed hard with that puck as House Sam dumps the puck in the corner. As Lyle Dunstan's beside me, uncle of Mikko Lemoy, who just had a great goal, as Uncle Lyle is smiling, as pretty proud of his young nephew here, as here comes House Sam the other way as he steps in the line, as that shot's turned aside by Moosetail. Ripped back in the corner by Ethan Roy, as Eastern Door is moving it around the prison. Number 95, which is Cooper, who gets it off, and that's blocked. As hard pass chipped away by House Sam. As Eastern Door is back, as here comes House Sam, knocked away by number 4 Cook Tamechuk, who's property of the Kamloops Blazers of the Western Hockey League. Lafournier looking for number 11 Hemelin, as that goes just wide. Looks like the net's knocked off its mooring as Stacy Pryor. He's a big kid, that Stacy Pryor. You got to beat him cleanly if you want to get a goal on him. As the referee slaps the net around, and as Jackson's out there, as he gets it behind the net, off to number 18 for EDN, which is Simeon. As he moves it up the wall, and here comes EDN as Mark is racing down the line and has got a good stick by number 18 for Manitoba. That's number 16, pardon me, Collins. Get a little bit older, you can't see very good, and sometimes, you know, you wear your glasses and you got to go see the eye doctor, as I'm nearsighted. Just like a lot of the elders sitting in front of me, eating their dried fish, and they never brought none for the announcer here, as they're getting a chuckle out of that one, as dumped in the corner by Simeon. And we got a battle, and Manitoba comes out with it. Here's Haney walking in as he drops it off, and that's ripped over the top of the net by Wyatt Dick, as Camden Jackson takes out his guy, and he's going to get a penalty for that. I'm not sure if it's Jackson or Mark who's going to get called. Jackson, Cayman Jackson, I had the opportunity to meet that young man as well. He come by and visited with me, and he's a very charismatic young man with a bright future. He's listed as a top 40 player in Quebec in his age group with a bright future. As number 11, Andrew Mark, goes to the sin bin. And Mikko Lemoy, more of his family showed up from British Columbia as he's up there as they've got it boxed out. And I know coach from EDN wanted them to play a full game, but they managed to penetrate the box as Wyatt Dick gets a nice easy chip in goal as Wyatt Dick scores Manitoba's second goal on the power play. As that didn't take long, probably about 10 seconds, as EDN has fallen to 2-1 with 8:42 left in this first period. Are you Mikko Lemoy fans as well? Yeah, more of them showed up. All of them are sitting right in front of me. Just grab a seat there. Mikko Lemoy's uncles have just shown up, auntie and uncle. As Haney gets an assist on that. It's a different kind of crowd in this game as two teams from out of province, as local team British Columbia had a lot of fans here earlier. There's a lot of kids from the Kamloops area playing as number 15, Hank Thompson, shaking his head as he was dumped. As the play comes the other way, his head's up. It's number 20, Fedora, Julian Fedora, could have got run over, but Eastern Door didn't play that game as the coach is looking for, I think, a little better effort. Not the start I think that he wanted, but Mikko Lemoy gets them on board with a highlight reel snapshot goal. 7:51 gone in the first period. Here comes Toba the other way, Big Otten. This is that off to number 21. Rips the puck in the corner, and there's a battle on the boards as Otten, Rollison, and Lafreniere out there. As Lafreniere chips it out, that goes outside the blue line. Is number 5, McCallum, rink wide to Otten as he can't handle as Jackson fakes him out, and here comes Perreault, the captain for EDN. He's a special kind of player. As him and Kichagu, I don't know who's the hardest worker from Ontario. Kichu, talking to that young man after his game. Really nice young man and big smile on his face. As, but here we go as Lafreniere walks around with try to wrap around as Otten is a lot to handle as Jackson finishes him off, and as number 9, Perreault, finished his guy is the kind of, as Otten gets the puck wide open on the side of the net is Rollison, and he ripped that high and wide as big number 8, Hubert Clark, went rink wide, and Manitoba's offside. 6:12 left in the first period as BC's own Mikko Lemoy out there again as looking to tie this up as EDN's down 2-1 as number 12 Bucknell Robertson is out there with Lemoy as the puck's rimmed around, and here's Manitoba coming the other way as number 20 is rubbed off the puck. Is Fedora. And here comes Toba, or EDN. Stretch pass attempt as number 11, Max Mark, loses it. And dumped back in by Bucknell Robertson as Hubert Clark gets a goal for Toba as he's joining the rush here. And here's Hemelin as Hubert runs a little pick play as Lemoy boxes out Hemelin. And number 12, Bucknell Robertson, boxes his guy. Some fancy work, and looks like an offside as Hubert Clark fans on that one, and Hemelin fishes it off to number 20, Fedora, and that's rimmed around behind Eastern Doors net. Here's Cook Temchuk out there for Toba. He's a highly regarded third-round pick of the Kamloops Blazers. Kamloops, they like getting these Manitoba boys. As coming the other way is Manitoba, and a quick pass out front. That goes to everybody. As in on that puck is number 2, Della Quina. Behind the net is number 24, Haney Dyke, and Mitchell Thompson out there. That's off the wall and kept in by Toba as they're looking at pushing it deep. And in there is Mitchell Thompson spinning as quick shot on goal by number 12, Wyatt Dick, as that's covered up by Pryor as Wyatt Dick, he's a product of the Winnipeg Blues of the major Manitoba Junior Hockey League. That line with him, Haney, they play well together, those two, as chipped out as number 15 for Manitoba. Couldn't keep it in as coming the other way is that's top line of EDN of House Sam, Perot, and Cooper. As Perot, he hails out of Wasapani. As House Sam, he hails from community. Where is House Sam based out of? House Sam's Chisibibi. As I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong back home, but shout out to the Reses out east there, as I know these the families back home are proud of these boys, and lots of pride in these communities when their boys are playing at this national level. As Perot makes a nice pass to Jackson. Jackson walks in, and oh, he's checked by Cade McCallum. He came back. Looked like it was outside as number 18, Anthony Simeon, as the linesman. As I'm a former referee as well, as I have still pretty good eyes, and I'm sitting right on the line, and I gave the linesman a little bit of lip movement and definitely got an offside call. Face off in neutral zone, chipped in by EDN. Is on it is McDougall and Diablo are out there, fourth line, and here's Diablo as he gets bumped off by number 16, Collins, who's playing physical, as Lemoy gets something on that one. That's tipped wide by number 11, Mark, as Lafreniere gets it up to Rollison, and that goes for length of the ice. I don't know if this kid's related to Dwayne Rollison, you know, who played for the Lightning, But he's a pretty special player too, this Rolison kid. And he hails all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, played for the Winnipeg Bruins. And taking the draw now is you got the Trapper, Mark, and Picard line out there with Jackson and Roy. As that comes around to Otten, he's looking as he fanned on that, chips it in deep as EDN is checking hard, and that's Trapper on it with some help from Picard as they're pressuring hard as Otten gets another try at it as he rips it up and nobody home. That's too far ahead for number 16, Aiden Collins, who was trying to jump up and create some action as that's off to the blue line as Hubert is taken down. As you could hear the big tree fall in the forest as Big Hubert hits the ice. And Big Hubert, he's listed at 6'3", and he played his hockey for the Minotaurus. That's, oh my God, a quick shot that beats Samuel Pryor. That looks like Lafournier, who got a pretty quick shot off, and 1:29 left in this first period. That's a backbreaker goal as Lafournier puts Manitoba up as him and Rolison and Otten. That's a pretty effective line. As EDN comes back with the big boys, Perreault, House Sam, and Cooper. Here comes Hank Thompson. He's hit hard by Perreault, sorry. His long rink-wide pass as Lemoy brings it back and fans on it, and he's having a little trouble now. Here's Hemelin. He shoots it wide as that puck gets outside the line. Last minute of play as Cooper's way offside as House Sam's getting the business from Team Manitoba. As 54.8 seconds left in this first period. It's been a pretty good hockey game. Pretty clean, other than Trace Langdon getting a major for a hit to head as he laid out LaChance. And I haven't seen number 5 LaChance back, so major penalty, and he's probably getting checked out for some head injury as Cayman Jackson let that puck be, and here comes Manitoba as Jackson wanted a piece of number 24, Haney. Here comes House. Sam loses the puck, and Perreault drops it to Jackson. They're passing in a phone booth over there as 17, Mitchell Thompson, working the walls, and he comes in there. A quick shot by Perreault as he's got a heavy shot and a sneaky shot as he rips that puck right on Araya Moosetail. He's probably got the best name here next to mine, which is Gottfredson, as Araya Moosetail makes a good stop. As I wished I had some moose meat just watching Araya Moosetail. Quick shot block, scramble play, as here's number 21, Maverick Suey tried to get a shot as that's blocked. We got a 3-1 hockey game, Manitoba. It's 3-1, but you wouldn't think it's a 3-1 game, as the goal scorer for EDN is number 16, Mikko Lemoy, with a beautiful goal as he did a little head fake, a little toe drag, and got a lot on that shot. As all of the Lytton relatives are here. Is anybody back home in Lytton listening? I don't think so. I think they're all here watching, as it's not quite fishing season going down there yet. As I don't know if you know, a few years ago, there was a major fire that blew through Lytton and wiped out the whole town, caused a state of emergency for a lot of the families, and a lot of them have been displaced, and they're still displaced to this day. But anyway, they're a great group of people. I had the pleasure of working down there. I know there's a number of people back in Lytton that are cheering for Mikko, and he's got a lot of aunties and uncles and cousins that are here. And I know back home in Manitoba, the Max Hemlin family out of Winnipeg are cheering for him, as well as Uriah Moosetail based out of Brandon, Manitoba, where he played for the Wheat Kings. And I got to give a big shout out also to Hank Thompson and his family out of Thompson, Manitoba, as Hank played for the Norman North Stars. And Gavin Quenville, he played for the Prep CSHL, and he's based out of Winnipeg as well. And we also got our young Kamloops Blazer prospect, Madden Cook Timecheck, out of Oak Bank, Manitoba, listed at 6 feet, left-handed shot, and he's going to have a bright future. And also I want to give a shout out to all of my friends back in Norway House, BC, home of the Norway House Bruins, who just won the big tournament back in I think it's the Brett Memorial Hockey Tournament, and that's Hubert Clark from Norway House, Manitoba. He's one of the bigger kids here, and he got a nice goal as he walked in and let one rip as well. I'm Shane Gottfriedson, your play-by-play, and I'm going to break for station identification. Welcome back, second period action. Joining me, my good buddy Mike Dunstan here. We played a lot of hockey together when we were younger, and he's one crazy guy, as he was one hell of a hockey player back in his day. As my good friend Mike, that's Mikko Lemoy's cousin, as he's sitting here punching me on the arm, thinking I'm telling a long story about him, as he's nothing but trouble, my buddy, but he's a great man. I've got a few shout-outs here that I've got to do before the drop of the puck, as we got the Kinawaki and Akwesasne. We've got Karawana and Michelle, the coaches from Team EDN. She was the 2005 champ. She was the goalie back then, and she's given back to the program, and she helped coach Team EDN this year, as they got into a bunch of injury trouble as they had to pull out of the tournament. But all the friends from EDN wave over there as they give me the wave over there, as Jovi also, her brother Tristan, and Wason's sisters Tanisha and Shuri, and Auntie Dana, Uncle Kevin, and also a big shout out to the Akwesasne Wild, as pucks dropped, and one more shout out to Manitoba, number 21. It's going to get a shout out here for his family back home in Winnipeg. Gage Sutherland wants to say hi to Mario Kifello out of Winnipeg, and also says go Jets go, but now it's go EDN, as they need to come back here, as they're down 3-1 to a very big Manitoba team that moves the puck around very, very well, as Mikko Lemoy's fans are sitting in front of me as well. All of the cousins, they never even brought any bannock or popcorn here, as they're pretty cheap with that stuff, as we've got a face-off outside the line, and number 2 for Manitoba, Della Quina, gets it out, and back as Jackson gets the puck from EDN. A nice solid crisp pass up to Picard as he walks in. He's taken out by Cook Temchuk, as big hit by Laquina as he gets it in a clear shot on goal. Loose puck, as Araya Moosetail didn't see it, as great opportunity for EDN as they couldn't capitalize. As Jackson with the stutter move, that comes out very dangerously. Here comes EDN the other way, as number 10 from EDN, LeBlanc, rips it down, as that's a fairly prominent name from out east, LeBlanc. Here comes number 17, Mitchell, with a dangerous shot right over the head of Pryor, as Rock Michelle is backing up today. As here's number 5, Cade McCallop, and our star, Mikko Lemoy, rips the puck in, as he got a lot on that, as Mikko got a pretty nice goal. Wouldn't you say, Mikko's family, that he got a great goal earlier on, as they put their hands together for the star of the family, Mikko Lemoy. Face off, as Perot's lines out there, as Perot's taking the draw. As out there also is number 2, Deschanel, as the Diablo McDougall's out there with Perot, as he's getting double duties. Nice stick. That just sails over the net as Lemoy flips it back, and Big Otten's out there. He tries to run his guy over, as Lafournier off to the side of the net as Otten gets that big long reach. As Perot with a physical check as this kid comes to play every shift, as he's a special kind of hockey player. As Otten is trying to shield the puck off with his body and comes out of the corner as Lemoy is having a little bit of trouble. Oh, a big stop as Pryor gets a glove on that. As that puck's given away again, and here comes the fourth line of Suey and gets off the ice as here comes House with number 7 out there as his winger is Travis McDougall is getting some time on this line with House, Sam, and Cooper. Ontario seems hungry here as they're taking away a lot of space for EDN as they're checking hard on the forecheck, and that puck's back around and Hemelin's on it as here comes number 7, Travis McDougall, with a nice pass up the ice, and here comes number 22, Roy, with the head of steam, and he's taken out by big Hubert Clark. Here's Hemelin again, 4-on-2, looking dangerous, drop pass. Oh, a good back check by Diablo. 3-on-1 the other way, Clark the only guy back, toe drag. Oh, and that's knocked away by number 24, Carter Haney. And back to it is 18, Anthony Simeon, as that's chipped up as EDN just trying to relieve the pressure as Collins is being chased, as he's being chopped, and he's taken down hard by EDN. And rink wide is number 20, Fedora, with the shot, and Jackson rips it up the wall, and Del Laquina gets it deep, and Ontario's forechecking hard as Jackson gets the puck and coolly flicks it out to nobody where nobody was, and Cook Temchuk as Perot's back out there. Oh, what a nice move. 2 nice moves by number 19, Quenville, but all for naught as Cook Temchuk gets tripped, and he's penalty by Captain Perot, as we like to call him Captain Marvel because he does everything, but we're going to call him Captain 2 minute for tripping right now, as Perot goes to the penalty box, as Manitoba puts the big boys out there with Dick, Haney, and Thompson Mitchell. Or is that Big Otten out there? Pardon me. That's Thompson Mitchell, Otten, and Haney. Hubert Clark hanging on the puck, probably a little too long as he's still controlling it. Chipped off by Lemoyes. He breaks that play up as they need to set up a box, and here's Lemoyes out there as quick play as Lemoyes moving in with number 12, Wyatt Dick, and that goes down the ice, and that's dumped down by number 23, Diablo, and out comes number 21, Maverick Suey, as here comes Clark, who fishes it off to Dick, who fishes it drop pass, and that's picked off as number 21, Suey, flips it over to Lemoy. He gets a hard shot off of Clark's big size 12s as Clark takes him out, and he's coming the other way with 50 seconds left in this power play as EDN can't get it out, as number 17, Mitchell Thompson, wide open, kept in by Collins as he walks it to the center. And here's number 24, Haney, as he got a block shot. Puck's loose as Pryor's looking behind him. as Coach Michelle over there is chewing her nails for the girls after watching Pryor make that save, as we got 26 seconds left in the game as this power play, as number 7, McDougall gets chased out, chipped into the corner as 14's out there for Manitoba. He gives a quick pass to Lafreniere, and down the ice it goes as Mickey Thompson gave a nice feed as the refs waved that off, and it looked like offside to me, but I'm not calling this game other than the play-by-play. A quick shot by Lafreniere as Pryor makes an easy save here, as we've got 4:21 gone in this we got 13:02 remaining in the final game of the round robin play here, as we got a couple teams that are battling hard here, as I just got a pin from Team Manitoba as they've gave me one of their team pins. Oh, that shot just goes wide by number 21, Sage Sutherland, as he jumped up on that play. We've got some 5-on-5 action and a quick shot by number 14, Mickey Thompson, as Toba jumps up to a 4-1 lead, as Mickey Thompson had a nice feed to Lafreniere, and that was turned aside by Pryor, but Mickey Thompson wasn't going to be denied, as Mickey Thompson from Winnipeg, Manitoba, puts that puck in the back of the net at 12:33 of the second period to give Manitoba a 4-1 lead. As Sutherland picks up the assist on that as well. As my good cousin just showed up to say hi, Dave George, the golf legend down in Osoyoos. This guy's won a lot of championships. Oh, as Pryor just makes the save, as that goes off his shoulder, as Manitoba, here comes Perreault the other way, as he walks in the line with the filthy little move, and a shot by number 11, Mark. That goes the length of the ice, as Perreault give a filthy move there, as Mark missed the net. As here's Mark again. He's looking for Perreault as he gives it to him, and oh, Araya Moosetail gets those big, beautiful black pads out and kicks that puck out. And here comes House Sam. He's on a mission. Oh, just loses that, rolls off of his stick as he's carrying it and still dangling. Lots of room as Cook Tyamchuk as a high stick called by the linesman. As all three of them seen it except the ref that it happened to right in front of him, as he never seen it, but everybody else did. And so did I from 500 feet away. As Chief Greg Gabriel just walked in the building as well. Good to see the Chief down here supporting the youth hockey here. Welcome to Kamloops, Chief, and you got to be proud. A couple of the young Okanagan girls playing for Team BC Girls, and they're looking really good. Your granddaughter's one of them as well, as I was talking to Craig the other day, and looked like he's off to Boston, right?
Yeah, he's out there with my youngest granddaughter.
The youngest granddaughter's playing in a big tournament, but you got to be pretty proud of your granddaughter here as well, as BC's been playing really hard.
Yeah, we're down a couple of goals, but one more period to get it together.
And BC's down. What's the score over there?
3-1.
3-1 for Team Ontario. As Ontario's got some Team Canada member on their team, which is Sawyer, who's a pretty beefy-looking heads-up defenseman who can wheel. But your granddaughter's no slouch as well, as Etienne dumps it down the ice, and that's covered by Uriah Moosetail. And I can tell you, number 19, Wade House Sam, he's got some jets out there, as he never quits, that young man, as he works so hard. And we're going to give a shout out to House Sam's family, who lives back in Chesapeake. Thanks for stopping by, Chief, and it's good to see you supporting the youth here, especially your granddaughter. That's what it's all about when you get to become a grandpa and a granny. You feed them candy and you give them money for hockey sticks. And here we are, as Etienne's looking to close the gap, as big number 29 that's Noah Otten, who gets it deep into the zone, as here comes Lafreniere, who had his pocket picked by Soe, as Soe loses the puck, and Deschanel heads up, as big Rolison got a piece of his guy, number 18, Anthony Simeon. As that gets barely out, Lafreniere is checked hard. Here's Perreault. Oh, he got a lot of that. And Maverick Suey was wishing he would have passed it to him, as they had a 2-on-1, as Perreault can shoot that puck, and he had that top corner labeled, but it just goes over the bar. As Uriah Moosetail, he's been pretty steady, as Lafreniere loses the puck on the wall again. Recovered by number 21 for Manitoba, which is Sutherland. And Etienne looking for a shot to the net is perfectly played, as chipped in by number 24 for Etienne. Trapper, he tries to get it to the net as well, and Picard just misses his check, as Otten with the long high pass goes off the skate. Here's Mikko Lemoy, as there was an offside call, as they took away time and space for Mikko, as he had nowhere to go. It's almost like the salmon when they come into your net and the fish go skating into it, and you can't get away, as that's what happened to Mikko on that play. As everybody knows, us Indigenous people, we like to hunt and fish and gather food and medicines and live off of our lands, and we take our traditional cultural life very seriously. And there's a lot of moose, meat, and fish that are ate. As here comes Etienne, and they just missed that pass, as Cook Temchuk gives a chance away, and Uriah Moosetail makes the stop, as number 11 Andrew Mark for Etienne, or number 10, that's Dayton LeBlanc. He's going to the box. I don't know about that call. Looked like a puck scramble to me. But nonetheless, Andrew Mark is going to the sin bin. And this power play for Manitoba, they're pretty darn good, as Andrew Mark, he hails from Mr. Stinney, and he played for the CIH Academy Voyageurs, as he's going to get a rest over there. Out there is Jackson, as now they're getting a line change here as these guys get chased off the ice. That's Perot. And Dyke wins the draw back to number 24. As here's Hubert Clark tries to jam it from an impossible angle as he's directing people around with the stick. Is Big Otten as Hubert Clark takes the shot as the boys are looking at him saying, Clark, you want the pass, you better give it back. As easily saved by goaltender Pryor. As Clark gets it again off the draw as he finally makes a good pass. As he gets it again as he's looking for somebody. No, he takes the shot as Jackson makes the save. As Clark's directing everybody again, and number 17 just misses the side of the net, and that's Mitchell Thompson. Here's Haney racing down the middle of the ice. That's off of Otten as Jackson wastes no time, dumps it down the ice. And here comes Lamoy and his D partner, which is number 12, Bucknell Robertson, as that goes back to the point as Clark gets a shot off. Lamoy angles his guy off as number 17 out there is Mitchell Thompson. Hubie Clark, the big 6'3" D guy, off to Rollison. That goes way wide. Down the ice, giving chase to Suey on Clark. And off to Rollison, back to Clark. And that's up the middle. Here's number 14 for Manitoba's Thomas or Thompson as he gets it back to the point. Collins has it outside the line. This big Olympic ice is a lot of ice as Collins is being checked by Perot and ripped back in as number 10 LeBlanc gets out of the box. Looked like offside, but they wave it off as here's Hemelin as Perot looked at stepping into him. Big rebound by Pryor, and that goes out off the skates of Hemelin. Lafournier gets it over to Hemelin between the legs of Lamoy, and Etienne can't seem to get it out as Perot's mad at himself for not making that play as he takes his man coming the other way, and that's out, finally out on the line and down the ice. And here's Mark on the puck as that's chipped behind by number 21, Suey, as, that's number 5 here for Manitoba. McCallum brings it around to 14 here, Thompson. So Jackson gets a shot. You got the Thompson, Hemelin as the other guy on that Langen, he's out of the game with a major for headshot. Nice long shot as looks like Hemelin, Thompson, and looks like 21's on that line, which is Sutherland. He jumps up to play forward. We got 4:29 left in this hockey game. Face off deep in Toba's zone as Cook Temchuk gets cross-checked as Toba gets the puck, and coming the other way is number 19, Quenville, as puck's loose. Nobody knows where it is, but cool Cayman Jackson walks up the ice, chips it in, and Toba coming the other way, and Quenville again with a foot race with number 18, Simeon, as Fedora just missed the net on that. And another save. As Pryor's been busy this period, 4-1 Manitoba, as Manitoba is looking to move on here to the semis, as it's got a log jam of, there's been no team that's been dominating here. I think defending champs, Ontario's, they've had a good week, as well as Team Alberta. They've been playing some really good hockey as well. So as Cook Kemchuk shoots it, as number 15, Hank Thompson, was robbed by Pryor. Quick shot, Moosetail makes the save himself as Thompson went to hit number 24 Trapper, and he's seen that coming and got out of the way. And Cook Kemchuk went head first into the boards. And another quick shot by Della Quina, as here comes EDN. Quick shot on the pads as Cook Thompson's giving Trapper the business, or Cook Kemchuk didn't like what he was receiving that last shift, as boys are chirping at him, as Perot said, "You want some of this?" I was probably talking to him in Cree in Quebec, and he didn't understand what he said. As Manitoba face-off clearly won by Big Otten, and Lafreniere tried to chip it but kept in. Quick shot, and that rims around the glass. Mikko Lemoy with the puck as he flips it back to Perot, up to Dejeanot, as he gets checked by Collins, as Collins tries the other direction off to Clark, and Clark flips it up to Otten, and Rolison rips one off the head of Pryor after the whistle, as the whistle blows again, as Perot didn't like that shot that Rolison took off of Pryor, and probably put the face-off outside the line. As some of the fans are giving it to the ref here, as speaking to him in French, as Pryor comes over to the bench with 2:38 left here in the second period, as Rolison took a shot, went off the head of big Stacy Pryor, as but Pryor made that save nice and easy, as we've got a 4-1 hockey game with 2:38 left in this game. As Pryor's from Kanawaki, as he's listed at 5'11", but he looks way bigger than 5'11". Mind you, I'm only 5'8", so everybody looks big to me, as these kids are growing big these days. As I got a pin from the Manitoba fans, and they gave me a pin, and I really thank them for that, as they were trying to take their pin back, being Indian givers, but I'm keeping this pin, as that puck gets shot to the corner, as Rolison rims it around the Lafreniere, as Otten rims it out. Clark gets a lot on it. Again, Big Clark gets another goal, as Pryor might have been a little shaken up after taking that other shot to the head. And nonetheless, we got a 5-1 hockey game, as Manitoba is busting this game open as Pryor gets beaten for the 5th goal of the game for Manitoba. Jackson back to his D, and they're trying to stretch pass it up to the middle. Here's EDN the other way, number 24. Samuel Tropper flips it behind the mark as he rips it back around as Cooper's on it, over to Tropper, fans on it, and chipped ahead by number 19 for Manitoba, and he's taken down. Oh, what a save by Pryor as he stuck out his leg and robbed number 20, Julian Fedora, with a big pad save as Manitoba looking for more as Pryor makes a big stop, and EDN throws it at the net, and they're looking at a quick 1-2 behind the net, but that didn't work as another shot goes high off a moose tail, and Jackson with the puck, and Suey gets a shot. Mark trying to create some traffic. Suey again flips it to Jackson off his skate into the corner, and he's dancing around. He got a little grab by McCallum, and that's nobody home over there as Jackson comes off. Same with Suey, and here comes EDN the other way as they dump it deep with 30 seconds. Moose Tail with a nice sauce pass, and the door was open. That bounced off of Otten into the box of EDN for a stoppage in play. And again, a big shout out to number 21, Sutherland's family back in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Dad says, tell the family we said hi. We're having a good time here in Kamloops. They're enjoying this game, 5-1 Manitoba. As Delaquina, I don't know there, but big hit, and that looking for more is number 7, McDougall. He missed one check and he hit the boards again, and he was looking for more. As Otten was eyeballing him up. As we got 3 seconds left in this second period. 5-1 Manitoba, and House Sam flips it forward as Cook Temchuk. He flips it down, looks at the bench, says something, and the boys are exchanging pleasantries. Him and Mark are having a chat as we got a 5-1 hockey game after 2 periods. All Manitoba in the second here, as they seem to be getting the upper hand here on EDN, as the fans from Eastern Door North are smiling over there as they like what they see from their boys. And we want to give a big shout out to Araya Moosetail's family back in Brandon, Manitoba, as Moosetail, he's played a pretty solid game here for Manitoba, and he's a really solid player, and had a couple pretty solid games that I've watched, and he's played his hockey for the Vardon Oil Capitals in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League, and Gage Sutherland from Muskogee First Nation, he played for Wayway Wolverines, and I understand the coach is over here and the general manager watching his boys from Wayway Scapio And also a big shout out to OCN of the Manitoba League back home there as the boys won their league and off to the big championships. And it's been a good year for OCN Blizzard. And my good friend Kevin Monkman, the general manager of Manitoba, back when I coached Team BC, Kevin Monkman was the head coach of the Manitoba team. Always brought some good players, and this year's no different. And looking at the schedule and the playoffs rounds here, this is the last game on the boys' side here in Mac Island. And tomorrow, the 6th and the 5th place teams, they play at 9 a.m. and the females 5th and 6th play at 12 p.m. And I don't know if that game's going to happen as Eastern Door North, as they've got a bunch of injury problems, and I'm not sure if they're going to be playing, so that game might be canceled. But at 10 o'clock, I'll be here at Mac Island, and we'll be doing the 10 a.m. Semi-final games. One at 10 o'clock, I don't know who's going to be playing, but also at 1 o'clock, the other semi-final game. Those should be good games to see who's going to play for gold here on Saturday for the boys. And that Saturday championship game for the males, I believe, goes at 4 o'clock. And the bronze medal game on the semifinal for the females, they go Friday night, one game at 5 o'clock and the other at 8 o'clock. So they got these games staggered, so you'll be hearing me probably 4 times tomorrow. And Saturday, I'll be doing the bronze medal game for the males at 10 a.m. and the females at 1 p.m. is both bronze medals. And Saturday at 4 p.m., men are playing for the gold, and the females are playing at 7 for gold medal. And both Ontario teams are defending champs, so we'll have to see how they make out if they make a comeback to get into the finals, as there's some good hockey talent here on both sides of the rink, both female and male. But I'm going to break for station identification. Shane Gottfredson.
That's the way to think.
She probably doesn't recognize me because I'm so fucking white.
I kept looking at you thinking, I don't think you're right. You don't think so, that's right. So how come you're cheering for these teams? Yeah, we seen them in the parking lot the other night. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? This is my oldest granddaughter, and then the boys are the two of the youngest grandsons. Five. We just brought the hockey ones here. Yeah, the other two had to stay home. Oh yeah. Oh. Yep. Yep.
Oh, come on. One more
Yeah.
night.
Never a dull moment. That's for sure. Oh yeah. Music went out. Yeah. Up at Evergreen Acres. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. Sam's doing well. Yeah. 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 Did you ask them when you guys were going out?
Huh?
Did you ask them when you guys were going out?
No. I want him to go take a picture with the kids after. Kids with Tina.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we don't go there because I just don't. Well, and if you don't book ahead, you know. They let you count. If people have cameras, oh yeah. I mean, I've heard that NAHC raises ticket prices very significantly. But I mean, of course, if you book,
Well, the guy on the night piece from there and the fucking
I mean,
phone
as
with
long
the
as they
dials
get
and
you
changing numbers. Oh yeah.
and the
Just clear up the
yeah,
TV files.
then other places just stay home.
Welcome back, third period action. 5-1 Toba as they've been all over EDN the second period. Drop of the puck as they flip it high to Moosetail. Out front, loose puck. As EDN buzzing here. They want to get back into this game. Bad bounces. Here comes Toba the other way. And that shot just misses by Wyatt Dick. Puck battle in the corner is brought out by Timo Lamoy. Here comes EDN. Quick shot off the post. Another shot. Give and go. Lamoy misses a glorious opportunity by LeBlanc. Chasing it down is number 6 for EDN. Picard. Here's Lamoy. Steps around Lafreniere. Down the ice and ripped hard off the wall by McCallum. as Lemoy sizes things up and rips a hard sauce pass as Dejeanot rips it in. And down the boards it goes, and up and out is Lafournier. Chips the puck deep into the zone of Eastern Door North. And Otten gets bodied off the puck, and Perreault carries it out of danger and stops and gives a hard rink-wide pass, and picked off by Manitoba's Lafournier. Fans on a shot, and Rolison is knocked off by EDN high stick. Face off, going to go deep inside the zone here of Manitoba. Face off in the zone here of Manitoba. Hemelin the other way as here they come. EDN back the other way as McDougall walks in. A big pad save by Moosetail, and here comes Mitchell Thompson. Stops in looking for big number 8, Hubert Clark. Loses the puck, and here's Sam. Quick shot, no problem as Moosetail makes that save as Wade House Sam blows a wheel and goes crashing into the boards at 17:02 of the third period. As number 11, Mark is taking that draw. Looks like Trapper and Picard are out there with him. Or no, looks like Perreault, sorry. As you got Cooper, Perreault, and Trapper out there. Back to the point. Dumps it in behind. Ref gets out of the way. Quick pass, and a nice one too. As another shot by number 22, Roy. He got a couple shots on goal, and here comes big number 11 with a nice pass. As House Sam couldn't, that's Cooper, couldn't get that puck in as he had two opportunities. As Perreault set him up nice. As here comes Toba the other way, and that shot's blocked by number 13. For EDN. They look like number 18. 16:06 gone left in this game as I'm starting to lose my voice as that goes off the post. As nice tip by Dick, who tips that shot from the point as EDN's got a little jump here as they flick it around behind the play. It heads up. Oh, as number 20 for EDN is or who is that? That's number 12, pardon me. Is number 12, Bucknell Robertson. He got everything of an unexpected Toba player who they call that interference here in British Columbia. 15:37 power play Manitoba again as Collins playing catch with Rolison and over to Hemelin. Quick setup to Lafreniere, that goes wide. As Lemoy fans on a puck there. That goes wide as Pryor makes the save. Lafournier flips it out as Manitoba gets a shot on goal as Collins gets a seeing eye goal for a power play. That didn't take long as 30 seconds into that power play, as they move that puck around pretty effectively, and it's like a hot potato. I believe when you move that puck around, your chances of scoring are a little bit better, and Manitoba seems to be moving it around. As talking to the coach, as they wanted to play a good, complete game, and looks like they found a good, complete game here, as they get another one to make it 6-1, and Toba keeps coming. As here's number 12, Dick, who flips it up, and coming the other way is EDN. They're not going to quit. As McCallum rips it down the ice for an icing call. Back to skate their end as Anthony Simeon for an icing call. 14:20 as the clock now resumes to run time with the goal spread here of 6-1 as Eastern Door North game plan fell apart as Ontario scores 6 straight goals here, or 5 straight goals to take a 6-1 lead as Dick with the shot off the leg of Lemoy, as Dick gets rubbed out behind by Lemoy, as Lemoy's throwing his weight around, as that's got a right through a pile of legs to McCallum. It looks like we got a souvenir for the fans, as there's a fight for that puck, and there wasn't much of a fight as they threw it back into play. I think if it was real res hockey, they'd be scrapping over there for that puck. Just like the dogs scrap on the reserve for the bones. They're fighting for that puck hard here as Manitoba's got a commanding 6-1 lead as Eastern Door needs to come back. There's lots of time though. 13-1 as Perreault steps into his Big Otten as Perreault dives around. As I've never seen a kid play so hard with so much passion as this Perreault. Waved off. We got run time here as here comes Toba Lafournier looking for Otten as he gets the shot, and as Pryor goes wide as Otten tries to run into Lemoy as Lafreniere looking for Rolison as Big Hubie Clark's up high. He wants the puck, and there gets it back to Otten as EDN seems to be boxing him out as they're going to try again as Lafournier is going to go for a skate as he walks in, and he's taken away as here comes EDN as toe drag. Hubert Clark got a stick up on that, and House Samson on the forecheck. Here comes Clark looking for his third, and he just broke his lumbar, and he hit the ice hard as he broke a $400 stick. Grandpa said, "No problem, I got ya." As Toba trying to go the other way as House Sam has been on fire as he's been a forechecking machine, him and Perreault. Hemelin with a shot with no room as that goes wide of Pryor, and Laquina does the long skate as Laquina spins around. He's got some nice moves for a little guy and pretty nifty with that puck, and here's Hemelin busts the D, and he walks in, tries to put that between Pryor's leg, but no goal. Heads up as number 2, Delaquina wanted a piece of the EDN player, but he's too quick. Here's EDN looking for a shot, goes wide, hoping to hit a body. Here's Perot. He stops, hangs on, and he loses the puck in a diving recovery. Here's Jackson, passes it off to his D partner. Nice chip play to Perot as they're looking for one here. Cooper's got it. Back to Jackson, and Simeon now gets the puck as he flips it over to Perot. Back to Simeon, over to Perot. He knocks Cook Hamchuk down as Manitoba bended, but they never broke as EDN put a lot of pressure. As we need our EDN fans here to lift up this team and give the old Bronx cheer so they can get back into this game. But they're saying we need our KFC before we get into that business, as I'm hoping that they bring me some KFC as well. I love to get greasy every now and then with the bucket too. But here comes EDN working hard. Oh, that shot just goes wide of Moose Tail. And EDN's looking good here as that took a funny bounce off of number 12 for EDN's leg. And here's Lemoy out there, the fan favorite, as he's looking to jump on that loose puck and he gets it out of play. As that's chipped into the Manitoba zone and ripped back down the ice. As this linesman, I think he was a figure skater at one time, as I've never seen anybody jump that high in my life to get out of the way of that puck. I think he could be in the Olympics on how high he jumped. And he's only like 4'2", but he jumped 6 feet over his head to get out of the way as face off in Manitoba zone. 6-1 Manitoba. This has not been a 6-1 hockey game though. It's been a very entertaining game. And Manitoba has capitalized on a couple of power plays, and they banged in a couple loose pucks as, to make it 6-1. But this EDN, Eastern Door North team, never gives up as Deschernaux rips it around. And another shot as Moose Tail butterflies to make that save. Back to Jackson, his partner. Roy is wide open. Moose Tail blockers out aside, and here's number 15, Hank Thompson. He gets wiped out by Suey as Jackson Cooley comes back to his D partner, looking for a stretch here. And here comes EDN. Perot flips it over to Diablo, and Diablo and McDougall are out there. Diablo's looking a body check, but he gives them nothing but stick. As here's Jackson pinches his guy, and that's out to the blue line of Eastern Door. They rim it back to their end, and playing a little catch. Jackson, he tries to make a move and gives it away as Clark rips it in with 6:50 left in this third period. Here comes number 12, Bucknell Robertson, who rips it over, and that goes over to the corner of number 23, Diablo. He lays out Collins in the corner, and here's number 17, Mitchell Thomas, with the cute little behind the back pass, and gets a head of steam going like a pinball, this kid with that puck. Still going. He's like the never-ending generator bunny rabbit as he gets an assist. And where's the hats for Hubert Clark, as that's his third goal of the game. That's number 3 for him, as the fans from Manitoba, they got no hats and they got no hair to throw out on the ice, as Hubert Clark, with a dominating performance with his third goal of the game, as the fans are not even cheering for Hubie anymore as he gets his third goal of the game. And I'm still wishing for a bucket of chicken. And I'm hoping that Hubert Clark and myself after the game can go for a bucket of chicken. As Mitchell Thompson and Haney get an assist on that, I know Hubie Clark's fans that are here, they're going to get him a bucket of chicken after the game as Rolison gets laid out as here comes Perreault as Cook Temchuk tried to give Perreault a business, but he's pretty solid as he goes hard and hits, looks like hit Rolison over there as Edien's not quitting with 4:40 left, and they're a good hockey club. You know, this is a 7-1 game, but these guys play good hockey as Nico Tomoy gets over there as they're going to try and finish this game strong. And Lemoy's got the puck and he flips it up, and here comes Mark, and that's knocked off his stick, and number 4, Madden Cook Temchuk gets the old hooking penalty with 4:01 left, and we got a power play for EDN, and out there looks like Trapper, Mark, and Suey out there as we've got a power play for EDN, and they're looking at cashing in as 3:39. When it's run time, we got a 3-minute 2-on-1, 3-on-1 Manitoba, and as number 17 for Manitoba, Mitchell Thompson ripped that wide as Pryor had a little bit of excitement as that puck bounced wildly behind him. Almost as wild as the Sassney Wild. Big shout out to the Wild as we're down to 7 days left before the Freddy's National Championship. And here's Cayman Jackson as he walks in and dumps it deep for number 12, Bucknell Robertson. And here's Hamel, he tries to get it up the dike as he look out as Jackson's going to finish him as that's Perreault does a little circle with 2:33, and here's EDN walking in, and that's number 12, Bucknell Robertson, as Perreault has the puck, and he gets it over to the crowd favorite, Lemoy. Oh! Some action here as they're trying to bang one in as Perreault steps in looking for Mikko as he's wide open as Lemoy gets hooked. No penalty as everybody from Lytton is screaming for a penalty as he was hooked. As here comes Dick again. Big slash by Bucknell Robertson in frustration as Dick scores Manitoba's 8th goal to make it 8-1, and the frustrations are setting in now for EDN as we're at 1:29 left in this game as Manitoba gets a shorthanded goal to make it 8-1. Quick shot that bounces behind the net. As this game gets on, this ice gets a little rougher and the puck gets a little bouncier. But we're down to our final minute of this hockey game. we're evened up as Manitoba killed this penalty and managed to get a shorthanded goal. As here's number 19, Quenville, rips one wide, and out there is number 7, McDougall, and Diablo as EDN swings it back as they're just playing a little bit of catch. We'll see if there's any urgency to move the puck up as here they come looking for one last effort as House Sam gets checked and that's out down the ice, and Simeon's back to collect it as he flips it over and that puck bounces wildly, and this game's going to come to an end here as we're down to the final play here and time's run out. 8-1 Manitoba as Moosetail, Araya Moosetail from Brandon played a pretty solid game, as did Hubert Clark, who got 3. Pryor gets the loss. Only goal scorer for Eastern Door is the kid from British Columbia, Miko Lamoy, who gets the goal for EDN. 8-1. That's a wrap for this game. Thank you all for listening. And that's a wrap for me as I'm done for the day. 5:22 BC time. Thanks to all of our sponsors and of course the City of Kamloops Tournament Capital with great facilities here. And that's a wrap. Good night, Irene.